Hello, planner friends. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I actually have this week off from work for PTO. I always take this week every year, a week for PTO and vacation time. And I just use it as a time to kind of get a lot of stuff done, get caught up on stuff, and try to get ready for that shift from summer into fall, because we're wrapping up August, getting ready to start September. But I wanted to share with you this, I guess, kind of plan reset that I've been working on. A little backstory behind this. I have been, for the month of August, I started August 1st, I've been going and walking at the park. I've been walking 3 miles a day. And so one morning I was at the park walking, and I was just doing a little reflecting about kind of how this year has gone. If you've been around for any time or you've been following any of my videos, then you know that this year didn't start out quite as planned. I had made all of my goals last year at the end of the year and was planning for a really good 2026. But unfortunately, life had different plans for me, and I had sustained a knee injury in December, and during the course of treatment for the knee injury in January, it was discovered that I had severe osteoarthritis in my knees, which was kind of a blow, and I kind of had to deal with, kind of accepting that, kind of just learning how different is my life going to be, because as I've gone through the course of treatment and physical therapy for the knee injury, my knee has gotten better. The injury itself is healed, but I'm still nowhere near 100%. And now I'm having to come to terms with what is left over from that that's not injury, that's actual arthritis that is going to be causing me problems from now on. And so I created, I was just kind of like reflecting on the fact that there were 5 months left in the year. I did work on this in August, the beginning of August, and I come up with this little 5 to Thrive. It was something to do for the last 5 months of the year. And so some kind of things that I wanted to think about and concentrate on. My apologies. My daughter and grandson just pulled in the driveway. She went to pick him up from school, and I knew that they would be coming in the house, so I had to close the door. I had the door open here in the office. But anyway, I was thinking about my health. The fact that my mobility now is going to be different. My physical endurance, my physical fitness, everything is going to be a little different now than what it was previously. As a part of all of this, if you've been around for a while, you might know that for the last 3 years I had worked 2 jobs. And then last summer I cut back my part-time job. Well, over the course of time, we come to realize, unfortunately, I had cut back my second job a little too soon. And at the beginning of the year, my apologies again, as soon as my grandson came in the door, he called for me. He wanted to tell me about his day at school. So I'm sorry. But anyway, where I was at is when I had given up my part-time job last year, at the beginning of this year, of course, a rent increase. We had a rent increase because we do rent. We don't own our home. And then with my injury, between going to the orthopedic doctor, lots of visits, medicines, injections, copays, over the course of time, by about March of this year, we kind of got ourselves in a situation where we were kind of in a little bit of a little financial crisis, a little financial hardship. I won't say crisis, but we did suffer a little financial hardship. So I started being able to walk weight bearing on my leg around March, late March to mid-April. So I reached out to the hospital, the emergency department where I had my second job, and reached out to them, and they actually hired me back. They created the position to bring me back. And so beginning in May, they officially hired me back in April. I started working in May. So I'm back to working 2 jobs. I didn't ever really want to have to get back to that point, to that place. But sometimes, we have to do what we have to do. And that was something that I had to do at this point in time in my life. So I was just thinking on my walk of all the things, all the areas of my life that aren't where I wanted them to be or hoped that they would be at this point in the year. I had not achieved any of my goals. My health, obviously, instead of moving forward, I moved backward in the state of my health. Our finances had not improved. They had actually gotten worse. My home, because I was immobile for about 4 months and not really able to walk, weight bearing on my leg, I got behind on a lot of things in my home. So I was just thinking of the areas that I felt like they weren't where they needed to be, and what could I do about them. Now, there were only 5 months left in this year, so I didn't want to say, well, I'm able to walk now and I have a second job again, so I want to push myself. I want to balls to the wall and achieve all my goals, and I want to just mash out the end of this year. I felt like that might be too ambitious, and it might be setting myself up for failure. So I was thinking 5 months left to the end of this year, and I thought of 5 to thrive, because I didn't want to say 5 to survive, because I felt like I'd spent the first 7 months of this year just surviving. And I wanted to feel like I was going into a new year thriving, at least a little bit. So the 5 areas are my mental wellness, because obviously between the financial hardship and the health setback, my mobility, the arthritis, the injury, my mental health took a huge hit this year. My physical wellness, obviously, above all else, my home, my financial wellness, and my personal growth. And so my mental wellness includes things I want to start doing is like daily reflection, gratitude, spending time outside, reading, rest, and setting boundaries, and joy and laughter. My physical wellness is moving my body, nourishing it well, staying hydrated because it is summertime, get good sleep, and stretch and strengthen. And strengthen is the most important, because obviously my orthopedic doctor said, like with the physical therapy, if I strengthen the muscles above and below my knee, like calf muscles, thigh muscles, that it's going to help support the knee. So strength is extremely important right now. My home, cleaning and organizing, decluttering. I have so much decluttering to do after spending 7 months not really doing anything. Meal planning, I want to get back on track with that. Getting my systems. This is a perfect time because we're kind of leaving summer and easing into the fall season. So it's a great time to reset the systems and routines and create a cozy and peaceful environment, which is a perfect for this time, because nothing says cozy and peaceful quite like fall does. My financial wellness, I want to track and plan my spending, spend intentionally, no more mindless spending. Save what I can, but the priority is paying down debt and preparing for the future, because this was a huge, huge lesson this year. And personal growth, keep learning, doing my online courses, just whatever I can do to, just learn all the time. Follow my purpose, creativity. If you follow along, then you may know I did a video recently about losing my KDP account, and that also caused a big hit to my mental wellness and potentially could have affected my financial wellness. And for a while I thought about just giving up, but I'm really thinking about pushing forward and continuing to write and continuing to create planners and journals, and just look at other outlets for putting them out there. Relationships, because those are the most important, and dreams and goals. And I have a little reminder, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up. Small steps today create a better tomorrow. 5 months, 5 pillars, 1 beautiful you. This is my time to thrive. And so I broke it down each month. And I know you're going to say, this is August the 16th. Why are we seeing this if it's 5 months? I just now thought about sharing this because I printed this one out for myself. This is my month of August, and I have been tracking. So this is mine that I'm using. The one that you'll see here is a blank one, because I actually, I'm printing these off. I just did a Walmart order this morning, and I went ahead and got me a little 3-hole punch. I have some binders. I'm just going to punch a hole in these, and I'm going to add these to a binder and keep these for like a reference guide. And so what we're going to start with is August. And the theme of August is restore. The goal isn't discipline, it's recovering your footing. I don't need to catch up. I simply need to begin, because it is too late in the year to play catch up when I've lost 7 months. So we're going to have monthly reflections for each month. How has this year been so far? What have I learned? What am I ready to release? What do I want more of in the next 5 months? A list of books to read, a financial check-in, and the focus of the month for the finances, my top 5 priorities for each month. And the habit tracker, I did initially print off 4 of these, and then I decided that since all of this, because there's like a mood tracker for the month, and these are like my goals for the month, and I decided that I really didn't need to print this whole sheet off. For the habit trackers, I can easily add these into my planner and track them in my planner, which is my morning routine, movement, healthy food, water, hydrating, reading and learning, gratitude, and an evening routine. And then again, I have a mood tracker here. And then wins for the month. Something I did for my mind, something I did for my body, something I did for my home, something I did for my finances, like if that's paying off a debt or putting a little money in a savings, something. And then something I did for my growth. Small steps, gentle progress, a life you love. This is your time to thrive. So this is August, and the theme is restore. September, our theme is strengthen, build consistency, make a stronger you. And then again, the monthly reflection, the 5 priorities, habit tracker, the habits to track, which we have a mood tracker. I said which, I don't know why I'm saying which. Again, these I'll add into my planner. Financial check-in, books to read, and then the wins for the month. Something I did for my mind, body, home, finances, and growth. Small steps, steady progress, a stronger me. So it's got a cute little fall theme, but this is the theme for September. So it's just kind of repeating the same things each month, just with a different focus for the month. October is simplify, which is a great time to work on decluttering and simplifying. This is the time where we're going to start really pulling out the decor, Halloween decor, getting the Christmas decor staged. So as you're, taking things down to make room for the Halloween decor, it's a great time to really reflect on it, think about it. What do we need to keep? What can we get rid of? Monthly reflections, 5 priorities for the month, my habits to track for the month, mood tracker, my financial check-in, books, my wins for the month, a simple life, a strong mind, and an open heart. I love it. So simplicity, less clutter, more clarity, create a margin for what matters most. So this is the focus for October. Then, of course, we have November, and rightfully so. Our theme is gratitude and generosity. Focus on what you have, share what you can. We have our monthly reflections, priorities for the month, our habits to track, a mood tracker, a financial check-in, books to read, our wins, and it says gratitude grows joy, generosity grows connection. And then finally, we will wrap up the year with December, and our theme is finish with peace. Reflect, rest, celebrate, close the year with intention. Our monthly reflection, priorities, our habits to track, mood tracker, financial check-in, books to read for the month, our wins for the month, reflect on how far you've come, celebrate how much you've grown. So I love how they're all all cute and themed for the month, but this is what I'm really going to be focusing on for the next 5 months. I'm going to be setting my goals and intentions, and just kind of setting myself up, not necessarily to win the year back. It may be too far gone. Can't save the year, but I can definitely close this year out with a little more intention, a little more self-reflection, a little more discipline, and just keeping in mind how important things like rest, taking care of yourself, taking care of your home, taking care of your finances, how important all those things are. And we're going to do them not in a way, like I said, that's balls to the wall, all or nothing. We're going to do them in a way that is slow, steady, paced out, and intentional. And so I'm going to focus on each of these, areas for the next 5 months. And I hope and I plan, and it is my absolute wish, to be able to go into 2027 with peace in my heart, peace in my mind, peace in my home, and absolutely in good health. So that no more setbacks this year. That is the goal. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that, and I'm sorry. I know this is probably extremely long-winded, but I just wanted to share this because I really like this. I feel like this is something positive, and it's something that maybe someone else, maybe you, could benefit from. I am thinking, if anyone is interested, about trying to figure out, I'm out putting these together as a PDF document and sharing them as a downloadable, if you're interested in doing. I know, again, I'm late sharing this, and August is almost over, but then there's still September, October, November, and December. Or if you want to do like me, just print them off and keep them for like a main reference, like kind of a template, if you will. You can save these, and each year in August you can do a little 5 to Thrive reset for the end of the year. Anyway, you can let me know if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, I am going to end this video now, and if you've made it all the way here to the end, thank you so much. It truly means the world to me when you take time out of your day to watch my videos, and I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.